Hey guys. Okay, my phone's actually adjusted this time and balanced and straight so I don't have to drive you guys nuts while I adjust it. Now I'm just adjusting my body because I have 3 pillows that I'm sitting on just to get the right height for this. I feel like, do you guys remember The Princess and the Pea, where she had like 50 mattresses or something that she was sleeping on, but she could still feel the pee? Anyway, I always say that that's me anyway, because when you activate your psychic awareness, your sixth sense, you do become more sensitive to everything. So I do feel a lot of things that other people can't feel. Anyway, I'm here today just to check in with you guys, see how everyone's doing, recap a little bit about June's energies, and then check in with the cards to get some guidance. The spread, I didn't do a spread last week. I just picked a focus card from each of my 3 decks. And that really resonated with me after the fact. After I did that live stream, the message that came through last week about things unfolding, beginning to manifest, and to make sure we don't give in to our fears, that stuck with me last week. And it really helped me. So I thought, let's do that again. Hi guys, hi Patrice. Let's do that again. We'll pick 1 card from each deck and see what we should focus on for this week. So we'll do that. Let me touch base really quick about the numbers. Some of you, hopefully a lot of you guys saw the June live stream, which is now on my YouTube channel, The Blissful Knowing, yay. If you need to look for it, if you didn't catch it. But we are in an energy, for me, an energy combination that feels like you have a lot to do. For me, that's how it feels. It's very, very grounded, and it did take a while for me to acclimate to this energy after last month, which was very floaty and very much about relaxing and just being and rejuvenating. This month is like, okay, you had your rest, now it's time to get some stuff done, to take some action. Hi Kelly, yay! So this is a month of really getting things done, and it's focused on family and responsibilities and finances and future planning. And just accomplishment, and even artistic things too, which I've got all kinds of stuff in every one of those categories that I'm focusing on. Thank you, Donna. I really appreciate that. So I don't know what's going on with you guys, but are you feeling the family focus, the home and family focus, the responsibilities, the financial, the long-term goals, planning, business, all that stuff? Again, shadow side of those energies is feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities, going into victim mode, going into lack mentality. And I definitely took a little trip to all 3 of those little spots last week, guys. It was a little bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. Last week was a little bit rough. There was some astrology stuff that was like the Grand Trine or something with emotional, with water. And it was a little tough. We're in a 2-year. This year it's an 11 Master of Energy, but it does reduce to 2. 1 + 1 is 2. And there's still a lot of sensitivity and emotion. The positive side of that is we're more psychically aware this year, and we're making a lot of connections and networking and friendships, and that's all great. That's all positive. So, hey, you got more? I see you guys. Hi. All right, so anyway, if you've been feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities or stressed or focusing, being fear-based when it comes to finances, I recommended this last time. Write down a list. Hi Tracy and Jasmine, yay. Write down a list of what you need to get done, because I do think that does really help you to feel more capable. Because as I mentioned last time, the 8 energy feels like it's a constant, I have so much to do, I have so much to do, I have so much to do. Even if you might not have that much to do, it feels like you have a lot to do. And it's that mental feeling of like, I can't come up for air, I can't catch a break, oh my God, I'm stressed, I can't relax. That's the part that trips you up. So if you actually write everything down and you see it on paper, I feel like it's good. And maybe you guys do that all the time. That's not something that I do. I keep a lot in here in my head. Uh-oh, stream not going well, Patrice. I hope everybody else's stream is going well. Guys, is your stream going okay? Yikes. Eek. Well, I hope you can watch the replay. Anyway, so making a list did help me a couple days ago to really figure things out. Also, I'm just going to quickly say that it's, again, this month, everything's getting thrown. It feels like everything's getting thrown at me, and I don't know if that's happening to you guys. But I'm also in a new beginning month. So I have to redo my entire website, and that's not a bad thing. That's going to be a good thing. It's going to be great for everybody. It's going to be way easier to navigate, especially on the phone. And it'll allow me to offer discount coupon codes and all kinds of fun stuff. So it's going to be great, but that's like a whole nother thing that I had to deal with. So that's the 8 business and the 6 artistic designing and all that. Anyway, just giving you a little bit of personal, how the 8 and 6 are affecting me right now. Jasmine says, just going to say that's long list. Oh, I've been not keeping list or calendars. Okay, I have to click see more, hold on. Trying the opposite of the usual. Okay, I missed what you're saying, Jasmine, but either you're saying you did make a list or you didn't make a list, but I had to make a list. So let me try to be brief with you guys because last time I rambled quite a bit and I don't want to have to take up too much of your time. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the juicy meat. The juicy meat again. I don't eat meat, so let's get to the juice. Let's get to the magic. I'm going to pull cards from each of the decks just as a refresher. These are 3 decks that I designed personally. I personally designed these to help you strengthen your intuition and receive clear guidance. So this is the Love is Everywhere deck, which is Hearts in Nature. This is the ratty version of the deck because I shuffle like a mad woman and scratch up the edges. And then the Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards. We're going to do those, one from there. And then these are probably the most popular lately in my newest deck, the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards, which is pure text, lots of colors, good stuff. All right, so I'm going to shuffle and we will see what we need to focus on this week. Let's see. And it might be for the next couple weeks because I don't know if I'll have a chance to get back on here next week, but we will see what we need to focus on. Heart rocks. Yes, yes, yes. You know it. Heart rocks, heart flowers, heart trees. 50 something different heart photos that I took. Thank you, Jasmine. All right, so we're gonna wait for a card to fly out. This is what I do. This is how the edges get trashed. If you have your own deck, there are much more gentle ways to shuffle that will preserve the beauty of your deck. I know many of you guys do have the cards and I appreciate that. And I love that you guys have the decks to go to anytime you need guidance. It's awesome. That makes me so happy that you're not waiting on me because Lord knows I'm not consistent with this stuff. Coming on here all the time. I come on when I can, when I'm inspired, when I'm told I need to get on. So here I am. All right, what do we need to focus on? Oh, we got 2 cards. You guys, I really wanted it to just be 3. Just 3, 1 from each deck, and I got 2. And so I'm sitting here going, should I flip them both over, or should I just pick the one at the top? All right, let's see what the first card is. Oh, Reflect. Hi, Jackie. Okay, Reflect. Oh, I just realized, am I on the, okay, never mind. I think it is going on my, I'm wondering if I added this thing to my story so it shows up. I don't know. Okay, so it says we need to focus on reflecting. Okay, well to me that's reflecting on what needs to get done. This is 2 sides here. This is actually a piece of a candy wrapper, like a bag of candy, I think, that I found. It was like a piece of garbage sitting in that park grass, but I thought that was beautiful. So it's about reflecting. Okay, I know what it's about. I just got it. It's like poof, the light bulb moment. All right, so let me show you a prettier. I do like things to look pretty, guys. You know that. It's a Taurus thing, I found out. All right, we like beauty apparently. All right, there's a beautiful card. See how pretty the edges look? All right, so Reflect is about seeing things from both sides. You see how it's split right down the middle. Isn't this amazing? It's a piece of garbage. It's just absolutely beautiful. Speaking of beauty. Anyway, so we've got the heart. It's split down the middle and it's got 2 sides. So we're reflecting from 2 different perspectives. To me, it means back to that 8 energy of, are we going to focus on abundance or are we going to focus on lack? Are we going to focus on victim mentality and disempowered thoughts, or are we going to focus on empowerment? Because remember, I did say, maybe you remember if you watched the last live stream, maybe you didn't watch the last live stream, so you won't remember. That 8 is a 2-sided coin. So let's focus. What can we focus on? We can shift our perception at any time. We can completely flip it from lack to abundance, from feeling stressed to feeling productive and empowered. So also, I don't know if you guys can see, but the text in the blue is actually facing the down, facing the facing the grass, and the orange is facing upward. And to me, that means the past versus the future, looking back or looking forward. And I do think there's still, I did hear, it's not so much in the numbers, but I did hear in the astrology, this is a big, last week was a big week of letting go. And I do know that we're in a year of radical new beginnings, lots of transformation, things are getting shaken up, super shaken up, guys. And there's a lot of big changes that we're all making, and there is fear. I think whenever there's big changes, I think it's scary, but it's also exciting. So we've got the two sides, and we've really got to figure out which side we want to look, what lens do we want to choose? So as far as the past and the future, letting go, and then moving forward, focusing what can we feel good about letting go of. So what, hold on, it's coming to me all at once. When we think about what we're moving towards, and we may have to let go of things in order to move towards those new things, we can look at it at the letting go as a positive. That's what's coming through, and I hope that I articulated that a little bit better. It got jumbled in my brain. So lots of ways to interpret this card, but just reflecting on what we have to do, maybe what we don't have to do if we're feeling like we have a lot to do, maybe picking the priority, what has the most excitement, what has the biggest value as far as getting us from A to B. I feel like I'm rambling on that one, so I'm just gonna stop right there, guys, because I need to find out what these other cards are. So hang on, this is where I get into adjustment mode so we can display, and I might have to move you guys, which could be a little tilty. Yep, I'm gonna have to move you. Darn it, I had you so perfectly balanced too, I did. Okay, let me see if I can move you without without tilting everything. Can I do it? No, almost, maybe? Ooh, that was pretty slick, guys. I'm getting better at this. Okay, I hope you can see the card reflect. All right, let me see what the other card is that we got. Oh, celebrate. Okay, see, this goes together. Why didn't I just flip them originally together? That would have made my clarity a lot more clear. All right, let me get to the celebrate card. Well, that's a good one. I mean, we have to use that one, guys. I mean, they both flew out. We can't just show you one. What would be the point? All right, let's find the celebrate card in the pretty deck, the pristine, unshuffled deck. Where are ya? Okay, this is an awesome image. I love telling you guys the story behind these cards too. So, hi Sarah. Celebrate is really cool because I actually took this photo of the inside of the flower and I had no idea. See the little baby heart there? There's actually 5. So it's like all the hearts are facing the inside and they're all circling around like they're having a celebration. They're like in a circle facing each other celebrating. I celebrated so hard when I got home and I looked at my phone and I realized there was hearts on this photo that I had no idea were even in the photo, and I was inspired to take the photo while I was making the deck and I had no idea that there were hearts. So definitely I celebrated the magic of that. So if we are going to combine, which we are going to do that because that's what happened. They both jumped out at the same time. Reflect and celebrate. Ooh, that's so much better and juicier, guys. All right, so reflect and celebrate. It goes with the whole choosing of the abundance and then what we're moving towards. So it's when we're reflecting on everything, find the things to celebrate. It may feel like there's struggle. I feel like this month, again, the energies are a little bit stressed. And so it may feel like we're going through a stressful time, but it's something worth celebrating because of where it's going to get us. It's getting us from A to B. It's getting us, I feel like it's like a big charge forward in that transformation. And so yes, there may be growing pains, but the end result is going to be worth celebrating because the 8 energy is the energy of abundance and manifestation. So this change and whatever you're going through or whatever things you have to accomplish is going to bring you more towards something to celebrate. So as far as reflect on how we can celebrate this process that we're going through, and the end result that is the process that we're going through is going to lead us to the transformation. So that's what I'm feeling is that they're saying, the guides are saying, Think long term. It may be stressful now. It's kind of like that whole rebirthing thing where you're being squeezed and there's a lot of pressure, but then you come out, you emerge, and you can breathe. So if you're rebirthing yourself, if you're in a transformational time, and you're feeling like you have so much you have to do and deal with, just think, this is all happening for me, not to me. It's happening for me. It's going to get me where I'm supposed to be. Life has a plan for me and its expansion, and it might feel uncomfortable in the process, but when I look back, I'm gonna see the bigger picture that this was a pivotal time for me. So that's what I'm hearing. We're gonna go with it because I always go with whatever I'm told, so that's what we're doing. All right, next, Zen Blossoms, 1 card. And I love whoever's pushing the heart button. Thanks, guys. I can't read your comments at the moment because my phone's a little too far away. So I'm going to keep shuffling. I don't want to get distracted because I did already take longer than I wanted, which is the story of my life. Let's hope we can shuffle quickly. I'm shedding again. Fun times, people. Fun times. All right. I will read your comments after, I promise. If you're watching the replay, please do say hello. All right. Let's see what these Zen Blossoms want us to focus on. Hopefully 1 card only, please. Please, 1 card only, please. These are the ones that take a long time to flip because they're slippery. Oh, never mind. Oh, we got the same card we got a couple weeks ago, guys. Receive. Or was that last week? No, I think it was a couple weeks ago. This is the card where it's, remember, it's a cosmos flower, and I said that it looked like a hand with a gold coin in it. I can't really make the same shape that the flower's making, but it looked like a hand with a gold coin being placed in the center of it. So this is about being open to receive. And we did talk about this a couple weeks ago. We are in an 8-month now, which is abundance, or if you're on the flip side of it, lack mentality. So remember, everything is waiting for you, but you have to be open to receiving, which means you're allowing it, you're believing, and you're trusting. You're not focusing on the lack of it. Hearing that really big, and that's why I had a little pause, guys, because we've got this 8-month. I'm telling you, you got to watch that victim mentality. You got to watch that lack mentality. If you're saying, I don't have enough, or where's my, where's the money, where's the whatever, stressing. Oh, hold on a second. Honey, I'm doing live, remember? I'm like, quiet, kids. All right. So opening up to receive, which is a very relaxed state is what I'm hearing. If you look at the flower, it looks very relaxed. It's got a perfect little receptacle of it's perfectly shaped to receive the gold coin in the center. So open your arms, just like this card opened its petals. Open your arms, relax. Don't hold on to anything too tight. Just relax, allow, and trust. And it's so much easier said than done. I know it. I know. I do. But the universe does want to bring you so many things, guys. It really, really does. It's keeping track of your preferences, but you got to allow. You cannot focus on what you don't have, or you will get more of what you don't have. Good reminder all the time, especially in this 8-month, focusing on finances and abundance. Okay. So just focus on the gold coin. Just focus on the word abundance. Focus on the word ease. Focus on the word flow. I like the word ease. I really like that word. It just feels good. It's almost like when you say it, you can't be tense. So try it. You might like it. All right, let's pull 1 card, hopefully only 1, from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards to wrap things up. Then I will read your comments. All right, let's see. What do we got? Click, click. Whoa. Oh, interesting. And thank goodness it's only 1 card. Think it over. Think it over, which goes perfectly with reflect, you guys. Okay, it says more time, thought, and research is needed. You don't have to make a decision in this exact moment, so find out as much as you can before moving forward. Trust that you will always know what you need to know when you need to know it. I'm going to read that line again. Trust that you will always know what you need to know when you need to know it. Ask your higher self to guide you and contemplate whether you are acting out of inspiration or desperation. We talked about that last week, so this is the card that talks about inspiration, desperation. This will help you to know if you are truly hearing your inner guidance or behaving from a place of fear. Imagine the outcome of both choices and pay attention to which one brings you more relief. I think this is the perfect card for right now because the 8 energy, it wants to think long term. It absolutely wants to have every chess move planned out. It's super strategic. It's super future focused. It's not necessarily present. I've had a much harder time this month staying present. My brain is projecting out into the future, years into the future, which as a 5 life path, which a 5 life path usually lives in the now. It's been like, whoa. I'm like, this is not how my brain usually functions, people. I don't think long term. I always live in the now. No, 8 energy is like long term, so long term. And this is saying you don't have to figure it all out right now. You will know what you need to know when you need to know it. When you need to know it. You don't need to know it now. You don't need to know how the story ends. You don't need to know the destination. You don't need to know how things are going to look after this, all the chaos, the dust settles, and this transformational energy settles, and we become, we pull off those layers, which again, we're always in a state of becoming and expanding, but I feel like being that this year is radical new beginnings, there's just so much change, there's just so much happening. I'm getting something that I need to say again that I said months ago, I don't know, it was a long time ago, talking about how, oh gosh, how did I even word it? Oh, it never comes from my brain, that's the problem, it comes from here, so let me see if I can tap in. It was about our vibrational range narrowing. Our vibrational ranges are narrowing. So there's just a lot of, I want to say energy splits. That's not really the best way to word it. But because we're becoming our authentic selves, our vibration, a lot of us are raising our vibration, and in doing so, we're kind of leaving a lot of other things behind that are no longer a match to our vibration because we rose above it. So if we were living on this frequency and we were doing this kind of work, or we were in this kind of relationship, or we were in this kind of location, everything has a frequency, people, places, things, all of it. And if you are shedding those dense fear-based vibrations and rising up, because we've got a lot of high frequency energy beaming at us, oh boy, do we with this master energy this year. Wow, it is intense. So the energy is beaming, it's helping us shed and helping us rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. And this is our old stuff. So now we are no longer on the same floor of experience as our old stuff. This is our old stuff. So we're not going to see that anymore. And sometimes that's people, you guys. Sometimes there's people on other floors, and we got to move on to different floors. So there is a lot of change going on where it might be like, whoa, I can't even imagine this new life because it's got different people in it, and it's got a different location I might be moving. It's got a different line of work or a different source of income. So there's so much happening that, again, our brain, our ego wants to get it all figured out so it can feel safe, because that's the ego mechanism, is to help us protect us from danger. And it says, oh, red alert, we're having, threats, you got to be safe, you got to stay small, you got to stay safe, you got to stick with what you already have. And no, well, that's not happening, because vibrationally you just can't stay together anymore. The universe does the sorting. It's like laundry. The universe is like, oh, I'm going to throw the lights in this basket and the darks in this basket, and guess what? Now you're in 2 different baskets. You're like, wait, everything that I used to know was in the dark basket, but now I'm in the light basket with all these new people, and it's exciting, but it's like, wait, I need my old security back in my old basket. Nope, that's a different load. That's a whole different load. That's a whole different load of laundry, guys. So, talk about a tangent. Ooh, I'm so good at those. Anyway, think it over. Let's not freak out, and I'm talking to myself too. Let's not get too carried away. Let's recognize when we're going way into the future, panicking, freaking out, projecting fears and worries and lack into the future. Let's make today, right now, a conscious decision that we're going to become more self-aware of those thoughts. Let's do it. and recognize that those are just fears, and that's just the ego trying to protect you. And maybe we can have some ego negotiations where we can sit down with our ego, and you can even sit across from another chair and you can pretend that you're your ego, and you can say, I appreciate, dear ego, I appreciate that you have my best interest in mind, and that you care, and that you want to protect me, and you want to make sure I'm safe and provided for and all those things. And so I hear you. You have legitimate concerns. I appreciate your input, but I got this. I'm in the driver's seat and I got this because I got the universal support. So I got this. So you can relax. It's okay. We're going to be okay. I got this. And actually it does help psychologically. So try it. I'm giving you guys a bunch of stuff to try today. Anyway, think it over. Remind yourself, I don't have to figure everything out in this minute, and I don't have to do everything in this minute. Because there's that whole bringing up that list of like, oh, I have so much to do. You don't have to do everything this second. It feels overwhelming because you feel like you have to get all the answers and all the stuff accomplished now. Well, that's not how it works. Bring yourself back into the present moment. Look at your list, prioritize. Ask yourself, am I acting out of inspiration or desperation? It's huge, it's huge. Inspiration is coming from your soul, it's your gut feeling, and it's leading you through synchronicity. Desperation is your fear. Freak it out. It's freaking out. It's totally freaking out. So, let's all just take a big deep breath collectively together. And relax. Relax, get back into the now, get back into the present moment. Get in nature if you can. I know we had so much beautiful nature energy last month, and it was so easy. I felt so eager to be in nature. I felt like I had time to be in nature last month, not this month. So I'm actually probably gonna take a forced vacation just to get myself back in balance. The 6 energy, we talked about 8, workaholic, overwhelmed, stressing, lots to do. 6 energy gets off balance. The giving and receiving gets off balance. You just overextended. So between these two, you guys, I actually think that this is, from my perspective, I'm not including any astrological stuff, guys, but number-wise, numerology-wise, I think that this is one of the hardest month combinations of the year, might be the hardest one of the year. It's definitely the heaviest, most grounded. But on the flip side, it is a great month for getting a huge chunk of stuff done. So if we can do it, we're gonna feel so much better. And then next month, we're gonna have some more relaxing energy and wrapping things up energy. So we should feel, okay, there's that hair driving me nuts. We should feel really good if we actually use the energy, the positive vibrations of the energy, which is to get things accomplished, to take control of your life, to make things happen. Then I think we're really gonna feel good by the end of the month. We're gonna feel more relaxed. We're gonna feel like we deserve a break. We worked hard, and then that break energy is gonna come, and we're gonna be like, okay, now I can kick my feet back up again because I got everything done that I needed to, and I'm in a better place mentally, physically, everywhere, knowing that I took care of the things I needed to take care of. So, I don't know if you guys are feeling the way I'm feeling, but I'll read the comments later and see. Oh, good, Jackie's. Thank you. Oh, no, Jackie. Oh, my goodness. I can't click on your thing, but hold on. Let me see if I can reach it. Hold on. Aw. Sending you love, Jackie. And if you do want to reach out, it's way too early, but I do make non-physical connections in my sessions if that's something that you feel would help you bring you more peace. Okay, guys. Oh gosh, more. I'm reading the comments. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, guys. Sending love to all of you guys. I will read your comments later. I don't want to get too off track with the timing, but I do work with mediumship, guys, if that's something that you think would bring you some peace. I also do always tell people that the heart cards are an awesome way to connect with your loved one. I have my clients use the heart cards to get messages from their loved ones, and it does bring them a lot of peace. But initially, I know I lost my dad in 2007, and that actually did change the trajectory of my life and helped me to do the work that I'm doing, but I know how difficult it is. So hugs to all of you guys. Anyway, hopefully this information resonated with you guys. I really am super happy to get this Thinking Over card. It's bringing me peace to remember that I don't have to figure everything out today, even if my ego says I do, and that things will unfold. As the card said last week, that things will unfold. There is a process. The flower doesn't just go from bud to bloom. It's a process, and I think the 8 puts a lot of pressure to kind of figure everything out and make things happen all at once when it's not meant to be that way. You know, as Abraham Hicks always says, you don't want to eat all your meals in one sitting. So one bite at a time, guys, one breath at a time. And again, we've got a big transition, big transformation, lots of new beginning, lots of change. And so I think we're all a lot of us are kind of on this ride together where we're just like, okay, we got to flow with it. You just got to flow with it. So I don't know how long I took, guys, and I hope I didn't take as long as last time, but I'm going to upload this. Hopefully it took 3 tries to my YouTube channel, The Blissful Knowing, so I can get a little collection going in there. And I would love to be able to do weekly guidance. So I am really trying to be more consistent and come on here at least once a week to kind of tap in and connect and share the insights that come through for you guys. So hopefully it's all resonating with you. And I will be back whenever I can. This week is going to be nuts, so definitely won't be till after Monday of next week at the soonest. So hope to see you guys again, and wishing you a really wonderful week. Thank you. Bye, everybody.